Hey Janelle, I see what you mean. I know you're having a hard time with the nose area. Her eyes are looking really good. Um, I need for you to take out any of the gray that you have. This is a black and white project, and I can see some shadowing, and the earrings look good, but it's a solid black and white project. So go ahead and take those out for me. I find that it is easier to work when you have the original image to reference instead of just referencing your own drawing. And you may have had it and taken it out, but I've brought that back in, and I'm going to put that on a background layer and lock that into place so that we can really, oops, moving some hair, so we can really see what's going on. And hopefully we can get some of the areas a little closer to what they actually are. Move this to the bottom. Okay, I'm sorry, somehow I deleted her eye in the process. Let me undo these. Okay. Okay, I'm going to delete that and bring it back in on its own brand new layer. Place it and drag that to the background. Okay, now we've got our eye back. Okay, so I'm guessing by looking at the drawing you've created, you were going by your own drawing only instead of utilizing the original image and your drawing to make the perfected vector drawing. So now that we have this in place, I'm just going to lock that so I can't mess it up. And I'm going to start with the nose just to give you an idea of some things you could do for the nose. So the nose is, you've created it very much like your drawing, and I'm just going to take those pieces out and we're going to start fresh with that. So pen tool, and she has a very straight nose. I'm just going to put in a little shape there. This stroke is really thick. Change that. She has just a very straight, broad nose. I'm just going to pin around this and then come back and clean it up if I need to. I think something that's really defining about her nose, well, really, I guess it's more of her, it's just really deep laugh lines. And I think getting those right is going to really make it look more like Kelly Clarkson. You were getting the basic shape right on your own, but I think you were trying to make it. You were trying to really recreate your own drawing instead of looking at what was really going on with her nose. Okay, so what I've done here is probably a little too dramatic. And that's why we have the undo button, right? Okay. Maybe we don't need to start it that high. Maybe it doesn't need to go in that deep. Maybe something like that. And then I really want to get those deep laugh lines in here. Because to me, that is what helps it to look like. Possibly something like that. I feel like there still needs to be a little bit of definition here. I'm not sure if we can do that in a subtle way. I'll try. something like that. Okay, like I said, the eyes are looking great. I think your mouth was looking a little cartoonish. I probably could move down what you have and make it work. I'm actually just because I couldn't see what was going on under there, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of redraw that. And I think for her, just kind of tucking in that edge and then just getting the little, how the edges of her mouth kind of turn up, I think that's really helpful. Okay, now teeth are always kind of weird. Sometimes they don't really look good when you draw them in. So I'm gonna get this in place and then see how much of the teeth I actually have to do to make it look realistic. Okay, what I've actually done here is I've created two different shapes, so I'm going to have to use the Pathfinder on those to join them. Pathfinder, and I'm going to use the minus front option, so that becomes one shape. There we go. And let me add in our teeth. See if it looks odd. If it does, I'll do something different. Okay, you would do that better, but I just really wanted to get in there real quick. And then her chin, I think needs some adjusting from the original to your drawing. And she has a really distinct chin shape. It kind of comes out a little bit. Let's work on that shape a little bit. And one way to keep it from looking so cartoonish is to work with a thinner stroke as you're going along. I might have made her chin too dramatic. And then I don't know if this is going to help her, but she seems to have a little bit of a shadow there, so I'm going to try that out. Okay, I feel like that's starting to look like her, and it might help you with some of the areas you're having a hard time with. Something like that. That nose isn't perfect, but you can see where I was heading with it. I don't know if we can get those lines under her, kind of circles under her eyes. I don't know if we can get those in a clean way, but they seem kind of distinctive for her face. Let me see if I can get them in without her looking like she has black eyes. Still kind of old. Okay, let me thin those down a little bit without them becoming like a line. I still want them to be a shape, but it seems like it's something that's under her eyes, and without it, just seems like a lot of space. Maybe this is too flat. nose. It does seem like something's missing under her eyes, but that just makes her look really old. Okay, and then instead of kind of ambiguous lines for the highlights in her hair, go back and look at her actual hair and where you could put those that really follow the shape and frame her face well. But I think you've got the eyes right. And then, you know, the dress torso area is looking good too. So make those small modifications as you're putting in the images for the background. Thanks, Janelle.